Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Life Theories podcast. My name's Diana, and today we have a special guest, Reggie Bowles. Reggie is a life coach, or he also is the founder of an online group called Dreamers of the Day, where the power of contemplation transforms dreams into reality. So, we're going to talk a little bit more about that and in regards to how this can help raise our consciousness and inspire positive change in the world. So, Reggie, welcome. If you
Good to
could
be
tell us a
here.
little bit more about yourself and the method and your group and what inspired you to create that group.
Well, I'm a life coach, and basically, it's just a combination of things I've learned in my own life at work, and manifestation is a big part of it. A lot of the way I go about manifesting is based on the work of Helene Hatzel. Have you ever heard of her?
Who?
Helene Hatzel.
I don't think I haven't heard.
It was called the name. She wrote a book way back. She's no longer with us. She is called the Name It and Claim It game, I guess.
Oh,
Uh,
I know that. I know
yeah.
that book. Yeah.
She was a very successful contester, and if anybody can prove to you that the law of attraction or manifestation works, she can, because it's winning contest. It's not that it's said that she won 5,000. I think that's hyperbole myself, but she won a lot, and she won whatever she had set her mind to. She might not win every contest, but let's say she wanted a car, she would get a car. And after she basically got everything she wanted out of life, she started really, going into deeper questions, more metaphysical and stuff like that. She got involved in it's called the mind control method. I don't know if you ever heard of it. This guy from Mexico made it up, and she
Is that
became
the Silva, the
yeah,
Silva
that's
method?
it. That's it.
Oh, I've
So
heard of that.
I
Okay, yeah,
use
yeah.
the Silva method
she
quite
was his
often, actually.
assistant for
Oh,
years.
cool. That's why I
And
know the name.
she's just a little housewife from Texas, and her story is just amazing. And I've used her methods with myself, and of course, other things I've learned. Just you put it all together, whether it's exercise, nutrition, it's basically helping people get and be and do what they want out of life.
Cool.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
So
I
what
love
was
that.
her, so what was I say, what was her theory with regards to this matter? I'll go other way with regards to the question I'm going to ask with regards to The Secret, right?
Yeah.
Now back about 96, best marketing I've ever seen, right? Especially in Australia. So basically, they went on there, did an ad, and go, rightio, you can get whatever you want. Read this book, you can get whatever you want. Now we know that doesn't happen, right? So with what she does and what The Secret offered, and then after you do your research and do your you go through your spiritual awakenings and understand how manifestation works, frequency, vibration, whatever it may be. What is the difference between what she is doing? Because I've only done a little bit of research, I'll be honest with you. But how does she come across with regards to what she does and what she offers compared to what they were spinning with The Secret, which is still relevant, but there was obviously stuff that they didn't tell you in the marketing at the time. This is back in 96 days, so we've evolved, obviously. But, people going, oh, I'm going to go and get a book. I'm going to get a car. I'm going to start looking at red cars and I'll get a red car. They didn't realize it was more about internal. What's the difference between her and that book?
Okay. Well, the one thing that is mentioned in the book and in the movie, The Secret, that a lot of people missed out on is you might have to actually do something yourself.
Take inspired action.
That's
That's
right.
in alignment with.
They leave that part out for some reason. Now, I'm not
Yeah.
saying things might drop in your life like a first gift. That can happen. But most of the time,
Absolutely
you actually take some step yourself. Give you an example
Yep.
with Helene Hatzel. She actually had to enter a contest.
Yeah.
Now, there's this story I like to tell people, help explain. There was this guy that prayed and prayed and prayed because he wanted to win the lottery. And he wasn't winning the lottery. Days win the weeks win the months. It's about a year. He still has not won the lottery. He has really prayed, earnest, sincere prayer. I've not won the lottery. And he said, he prayed one night, Lord, why have I not win the lottery? I've been praying all this time. And the angel of the Lord appeared to him that night and said, have you considered buying a ticket? See, we got to do our part.
Yeah.
There's some
That's-
part, whether it be buy a ticket or align yourself or go against universal law, all those things. Yep, get you, mate. That's a nice
Okay.
answer.
So
There's
yes,
only-
it works, and it works, but sometimes it may not work overnight. It may be delayed. But a lot of times, see, people have an idea of how they're going to get something they want. It doesn't have to work that way. Like I tell people, forget the how. The how's not important.
Yeah.
The why is very important. Why do you want it? That's important. But
That's
the how
great.
is- And
Great
like
answer.
you say, I tell people, what everybody, I say, success leaves clues. And even people that say the law of attraction and manifestation is BS, break down what they did to get where they got, and every one of them did basically manifesting at some point in their life. So it's
Absolutely.
I like to
Yeah,
say
that's great,
manifesting
mate.
isn't really like a trying process. You're already doing it. It's like your
Yeah.
beliefs being in alignment with your actions and your feelings, say like your vibration too, right? Everything.
Right. Like I tell people, you're going to make pictures in your brain anyway.
Yeah.
Why not make pictures of your brain yourself succeeding?
Yeah.
Well, there's going to be a voice in your head anyway. It could be your voice, your teacher's voice, your parents' voice, your who knows what voices in your head, but you got voices in your head. Some psychiatrists may disagree with me, but everybody has a voice in their head. Quite often, it's a negative voice. It's a
Yeah.
negative voice.
Great.
People have been told before they reach the age of 18 over 100,000 times in their life, no, you can't. You're too little. You're too young. You're too old. You're this. You're that. Wrong color. Wrong something. Wrong side of the tracks. Then I come along and say, yes, you can. So I got my work
I
cut out,
agree.
right?
Your
Yeah.
belief systems
Well, you
are
can't-
important. And so, with your method in your group, you said the power of contemplation transforms dreams into reality. And I see that you focus a lot on teamwork. So can you tell us a little more about that?
Well, I believe that group, like if everybody's of the same mind, that working together towards a common goal, it's like manifestation steroids. Give you an example. I think it's on my website, but years ago there was this late night radio program, very popular at the time, Art Bell show. I don't know if anybody remembers it now. It's maybe too far back, but he had an experiment with his audience. They were having droughts in certain parts of America, and he wanted them to concentrate or pray for rain. He quit doing it. Every time he did it, they had a flood.
Yeah.
So, think what you're doing. This is what I do, and this is what I work with. Group works. I mean, I'm not selling anybody on religion tonight, but as scripture says, where two or three are gathered together, one's good, two is better, and three is even better. Group manifestation. Give you an example. Even witches, whatever, like I said, I'm not knocking anybody, whatever you're into, but even witches have a covenant. There's a reason they do. Group is more powerful than single.
Yep.
And all having
great.
the same intention as well. Yeah, all having the
Right.
same intention towards a collective goal. And I think right now what's going on the planet, as I talked about with Reggie a little bit before this, they're trying to get everyone to focus on certain outcomes or certain vibrations to manifest a certain reality, right? Putting things on the news, putting
Right.
things in the media or whatever, and your algorithms. They're trying to get you to focus on something to manifest that. So this is a good way we can kind of counter that. We can do the same thing as well. And we're so powerful that they want to have our energy focus on that to create that. So we just have to work together instead of the separation consciousness, unique consciousness, come together and not for all the division tactics. And if we all work together and did your method, we would have, it would be a different world. It would shift. Everything would
Right.
shift.
I even use this as an example. Sometimes you're just scrolling through the internet. You're trying to find some information. Have you never noticed how everything is trying to take your attention somewhere else?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Attention is
Life works
currency.
that way.
Yeah.
It's set up that way. They want to take your focus away from what you're trying to focus on. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, it's almost like you're under a spiritual attack sometimes. I mean, and it may be on purpose or may not, but I know it's like I just go on the internet, try to do some research on something, and everything will be trying to distract your attention to something else. So
Focus,
you gotta
isn't
stay
it?
focused. You got to be clear on what it is you want. Like I don't judge anybody. What I do is, what is it you want? What is it you're after? And I try to help you get it. whether it's
Yeah.
being in shape, having peace of mind, having better material possessions. Like I said, once you get the material out of the way, then you get more into the spiritual. Because a person who can't eat, is having trouble eating, has a little trouble being spiritual. Sorry, but that's the way it is. You got to take care of. We all come to the physical before we get to the spiritual.
Yeah.
Mate,
Has to manifest on a
with you.
spiritual level first, yeah, before physical, yeah.
I'm with you with that, with the environment, mate. It's the first thing you were saying. If we get a good environment, good vibe, good mindset, especially someone who's leading the other way, if in that way. So you go, rightio, this isn't working for you. The collective is scattered, where what you're saying and getting that team together, you're getting a good vibration, high vibration, which affects absolutely everybody and keeps them on target for themselves. Not the one thing is to keep on target for your goal, but the collective is helping you get to that goal. That's how I read it. And mate, good luck to you. I reckon it's fantastic. I'm all for it.
And talking about vibration, I'm bringing something up. I asked a question of the group here. What is the least felt of all human emotion?
You said the least
Happiness.
Least felt.
Happiness.
felt? Joy, yeah. I hope that's not that, but this probably
I'll tell
isn't.
you, the least felt of all human emotion is gratitude.
Oh, that's a good one.
And I can't think of anything that'll raise anybody's vibration higher.
I'd like to take this time to shout out our supporters at Liberty Bullion, the best gold, silver and platinum traders in Melbourne, even Australia. If you want to give them a call, their knowledge, their customer service is second to none. Back to the show.
Yeah.
Being grateful for what you already have, seeing the abundance, that's your birthright. It's already within yourself. Like, yeah, basically. Yeah.
There's this Japanese guy, and he said, there's only one word you need in your life to make yourself successful. Arigato. Thank you.
Yeah.
And they said gratitude is a vibrational signature of already having something. I think Joe Dispenza someone said that. I think it was him. Yeah.
But it's the least felt of all human emotion is gratitude. So people wonder why they're what they want.
Yeah.
And people say, "Oh, you don't know my story." Well, guess what? I don't want to know your story. We all got a hard luck story. We've all had tragedy in our life. We've all had trauma. I mean, sometimes people think I'm a little cruel, but I say, get on with it. You got 5 minutes to feel sorry for yourself. Then get on with your life. You may not know this, but people are actually looking at you and wondering if you're going to make it. People look.
That's exactly what my coach did, Reggie, when I first started this journey. Greg Riley goes, "That's great. You've gone through all that," and exactly his exact words, and that's what I'm trying to live through. And I guess the only thing I will say to you, Reg, and mate, loving your conversation. So many of the collective at the moment in the world, and this is the world. This is why we're so close to four of us, five of us. The distractions are really playing a part. But the other thing, what I've found is people are starting to wake up. But the problem is they're still run by their ego because, as you said, whether it be trauma, whether it be whatever, they're still affected of the, I'm out now, I need to get to this place. Instead of having gratitude and going, rightio, I'm just going to do what I need to do to get in this. I found this new journey. I found the journey, should I say, and I've got to keep focus on that instead of trying to make excuses or whatever it may be. I'm trying to bring people together to get that same focus. That's the issue I see, especially in Australia, where we're so divided here. It's not funny, my friend.
Same thing here in America. Divisions all over. And that's exactly what the powers that be want. They want us divided.
They program us in lack mentality too. It's like it's never enough. You're always striving for more. This like unattainable goal. You're chasing something. You're not being a magnet of attraction. You're coming from a lack vibration or mentality.
Yeah.
And that's why I say, once again, success leaves clues. Like most successful people, they know what they want. They know they're going to get it, and they see themselves have it. And if there's a fourth thing I'd add is attitude. Attitude is so important. You got to find out who you are, what you're about. What is it that moves you? What is you want in life? I mean, way back in Greek times, they had the Go oracles that says, know thyself. I mean, if you don't know who you are, you don't know what you want. You don't know where you're going. You gotta have a track in life. Like people talk about goals. I talk more about targets. I don't talk about goals that much. About 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. As long as you're on the right track and you're moving, you're good. But but most people, they're like, they're not even, they don't even have a rudder. They're just going along. Because even if, let's just say manifestation don't work, it's BS. Law of attraction don't work, it's BS. But if you have a clear vision of where you want to go, your mind has a tendency to make it happen.
Yeah.
That's why I say even positive thinking don't work, it works. Yeah. And I say, give it a shot. I may be full of it. Try it. See what happens.
No,
well, they say you attract. They say you attract who you are being, not what you want, like what you are being. Exactly. So if you're not thinking, feeling, and acting like that version, how can you manifest? How can that be your reality? Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know who they are. You got to find out who you are and what is you want and why you want what you want. That's why I say the why is a lot more powerful than the how. Don't worry about the how. If you want something, don't worry about the how, because you can't see that far ahead. That's why I tell people, go as far as you can see. When you get there, you can see further.
Stop trying to figure it out. It's like the universe is like abundant. It's infinite. There are infinite ways that something could come to you, but you're so focused on this path that you create resistance. So like kind of like blocks it. Like then this avenue's open over here for you to receive this, but you're so focused on this over here. Huh?
Like I brought up the lottery. Well, do you want to win the lottery or do you want to be a multimillionaire? See, it's not important how you get there. If that's your thing, that's what you want. I talk about material things a lot, but this manifestation can be used for about anything you want, whether it's peace of mind, spirituality, anything. And like Helene Hassel had a formula, which I go by, makes it simple. It's called SPEC. Have you heard of it? Select, project, expect, collect.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you select what you want. Then you project it. You see yourself already having it. Then you expect it. It's coming. It's just like you placed the order. You don't have to worry about it. You ordered it. It's online. You already ordered it. It's coming. And then collect. That's the fun part. It's the easy part. But if you don't expect it, you'll never collect it.
Yeah, that's so true.
I'll go quick.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Sarah.
Oh, no, that's okay. I was going to ask you as well, like with all of these, like selecting, expecting, and like, receiving that in the end, like collecting you. What would you say to the people? Now, I've worked with a lot of clients on this myself, where we work with manifestation. We do the, we select it. We figure out, hey, what is it that you want? You project it. You feel the emotions of already having it. You visualize it. You put yourself in that position in your mind's eye. You really feel everything that having that would bring you. And then you're in the expecting mode and you're waiting, but then you get these shadow aspects of yourself that come up to work with. And I find when you're in that expecting mode, that's when those shadows that are the opposite of what it is that you're trying to call in, those blocks that are there standing in the way, get so loud when you're in that expectant mode, and it can throw you off and derail you, because some of these shadow aspects are, and the beliefs are, I don't deserve it. That's not for me. It's not happened yet. Why isn't it happening? Like, why has it not already happened? And all of these fears and all of these limiting beliefs will start to get really, really loud in that stage of expecting. Would you suggest, similar to what I suggest, which is when that happens, it's time to sit with those parts and really try to reframe and rewire those negative beliefs? Like, is that the best way to meet that head on?
Yeah, what you were talking about, a lot of them deep down don't think they deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
And I use an illustration. I ask them, when a dog has babies, it has dogs, right? When a cat has babies, it has cats. When a God has babies, what does it have? And I say, are you a child of God? Does your God want you to live under a bridge?
No.
You got to, believe you're worthy from the very fact of who you are, not anything you've done or going to do, but the very fact that you are, and you are a child of God, that you are worthy.
Yeah. For
And
you,
and I tell people if they're religious, I say, who puts these desires in your heart? Like I find out where a person's at first. If they're religious, non-religious, atheist, whatever, it all works, but I have to find out what they're about. I can help work with them that way. But you have to believe you're worthy of it. And a lot of people deep down, they don't believe they're worthy. Like they've been told, or somebody told them somewhere along the line, you bought somebody else's story about you.
Yep.
You got
To reprogram your subconscious. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody's, sorry, go ahead. I'll ask. I was going to say, so if somebody is in that mode and you make this discovery that they've selected, they've projected, and now all of these fears, these beliefs are coming up that say, I don't deserve that, I'm not worthy of that. What's your best advice to help guide people through those moments to help them feel into that worthiness? Like, what is the practice that you would do if somebody was in that spot where you notice they're blocked, you notice the beliefs are limited? How do you help your clients move through that?
I have to talk to them and convince them that they are God, not the God, but a God, that you're a child of God, and you have the right to have a decent life. You have the right to have a good life. You have the right to have peace of mind. You have a right to these things as a child of God. I mean, once again, I go into religion, it depends, whatever you're into. But if a person's Christian, I say, did it say is the Father's goodwill to give you the kingdom? I mean, take him at his word. You say you're a Christian, why don't you start taking him at his word? If you're a Muslim, I can bring up Muslim where it says, if you're grateful for what you have, you'll get more. That's even an Islamic teaching. I take about any religion, I go back to their teaching, and they will teach this. So, if you're this and you believe in this, why aren't you acting on it? And one thing I say, visualization is good, but a lot of people, some I do a little different than others. They visualize disassociated. I visualize associated. Now, give you an example. Everybody likes to bring up a car, whatever you're into, whatever you want, right? But most people would like to have a nice car. So I just use that as an illustration. See yourself in the car. Don't see yourself out there. Yeah. See the car in your driveway. See yourself looking out the window, checking the rearview mirror. You have to associate your visualization, association, and not dissociate. You have to live it because your brain knows something's up if he sees you driving down the street, driving a car. Your brain knows, wait, I can't see myself.
Yeah.
So work with the way your brain works. Because like I say, a lot of people, it's kind of off-putting, but once you get into it and you got to live it and act like it's already done. And like I say, sometimes some things take more time than others. But just the peace of mind from manifesting, because when you get into it, you're going to feel great because you feel that your object of life, what you're trying to get, you've got.
Yeah.
And
sorry, Mike, keep going.
That's one of the best things to fight stress. Stress is a great killer. That's just about your health, stress. Do you know most people commit suicide on Monday? Most people die of a heart attack on Monday because they can't face another week of their life.
Wow.
And if you start seeing yourself live the life you want, go ahead, did I interrupt somebody?
Oh, no. I was just saying, I was agreeing with you. I was saying, yeah.
We're just all in awe of that, like that statistic of the Monday thing. Like, wow, okay.
That happens. Monday is a very bad day because more people commit suicide on Monday. More people have a heart attack on Monday. They cannot see living another week of their life. Yeah. And if you see, living in the now is great, but most happy people have a compelling future. There's something they're living for, something they're looking forward to. When people start looking forward to something and not can see themselves in the future, just like you heard about that school shooting Columbine a few years back.
Yeah.
These kids looked into the future and they couldn't see themselves in it. These kids saw no future.
Yeah.
I don't think they would have ever done that. They saw a future for themselves. They saw no future.
Yeah.
And that reflects our own lives. If we believe we can create and be and do what we have and be and do, our health improves, our stress is reduced, everything gets better about your life. Everything adds into everything. Just like I said, it's not one little thing. A little change in your life now is a big change down the road. I talked about trajectory. It's like in American football, if you throw the football, if you just slightly off back here, it'll be way off down there. And same with your life. A little change in your life now. When people start trying to change their life, they get overwhelmed. I say make a little change.
And it's self-sabotage because it's too big of a it's to the nervous system. Yeah.
Your little change. Okay. I want to be healthy. Okay, what can you do now today to be healthier? I mean, start dealing with your stress. Hey, exercise a little more or exercise a little less. Some people are exercising too much. It's a fact. But make something work for you. I mean, change your diet just a little bit. Okay, instead of having this let's have fruit juice instead of a soda. Just some little whatever. I mean, like I said, it's kind of complicated when it comes to nutrition. There's no hard and fast rules in nutrition because I can go to studies that people that were healthy and lived 100 and past. None of them had the same diet. So
that's right.
Variables on the diet, but they basically all had the same attitude.
Yeah.
They were looking, they didn't take life too seriously. They had a lightheartedness about them. That's why I say you only need 3 things to succeed in life: a wishbone, a backbone, and a funny bone. The wishbone is what we're talking about. The backbone is having the guts to stick with it and to trust your gut. The funny bone is not just having a sense of humor, which is a saving grace, but having some fun in your life. Most people, are you having any fun in your life? And they kind of look at me like a stop sign or something.
Yeah.
Enjoying your life.
That raises your vibration when you do what you love. Yeah, for sure. And then you attract better. Yeah.
You attract better. Once you start, and you can start believing that this is going to happen and things get better. I mean, like I like saying, I take all my worries and go outside and hang them on the worry tree. And somebody says, well, that worry tree is imaginary. I say, so are most of your problems.
Yeah.
It's imaginary. You've blown it up in your mind. I say, you make pictures in your mind anyway. Why not paint your pictures in mind succeeding? Why not make pictures in mind you're being healthy? Why not make pictures in mind being healthy, happy? Why not? The time's go past anyway. Start making some better pictures and see what happens in your life.